Welcome everyone to Mutant Heirs of Doom, Session 2. We pick up after a bloody night at the Thermopolium, where our brave adventurers was babysitting a strumpet for a mutated toad named Smiley, called Smiley. And the establishment got raided by some nasty thugs. But fortunately for our players, they made mincemeat out of the assailants and made a run for it. And they find themselves in the worn, kind of tore down, shabby inn of in Gristle, where they have gotten themselves comfortable for the night. And
yeah, I was playing Tetris in an awning somewhere.
Yeah, so you're offline in some alleyway nearby, and you all wake up. It is a new day full of adventure.
Does anybody have like a really old Windows boot up noise?
Internally you have the boot up noise, but no one else can hear it.
Fans.
That's what I hear. Was that noise? Was my phone?
Fans. He's fan cooled. Someone had the wise idea of making him fan cooled.
Yeah.
Well, first things first. It's a morning. Do we recover any willpower for sleeping or no?
I believe it's 1 per day.
Okay.
So
Then what about health? Does that recover at all, or do I have to heal myself again? Well, heal myself. I've healed other people, but not myself yet.
Man, you're gonna have to remind me how this health thing works again.
An X is lethal. A dash is non-lethal. At some point, I'm not sure what the -1, -2, and -3. At some point, you pass out or die.
Yeah, the negatives are like if you're at that level, you're so hurt,
you-
starting to mess with all your rolls.
Got it.
If you have damage on the last 3, you get negative dice on everything that you do. And if the if the box to the right, furthest to the right, is lethal, you are dead.
Okay.
What's the third one though? I have 3. Like the slash, the X, and then an X with 1 down the middle.
That is like critical severe damage.
Ah,
Harder to heal.
Yeah, it will take you like a month to heal or something like
super damage.
that. Aggravated damage.
As a little some MIG welding and a software update, I'll be fine.
So I have the healing hands thing. Does that mean I can heal myself psychically?
Essentially, you kind of allocate the energy that is already stored in someone's body, and you use that to focus it on the healing aspect, which is why you became so hungry after getting healed. And he left,
Okay.
but Mal.
So I should probably heal myself then? Can I do that?
Yeah, you can heal yourself.
That'd be...
But if you use it too much, you will malnourish yourself, essentially.
Okay. So that's intelligence plus
Medicine.
medicine, which I don't believe I have anything in, so just straight up intelligence. 3 successes. That's pretty good. That's actually all I need.
Healthy man.
Well, there you go.
And then it's time for breakfast. Anyone else awake yet?
Ilya's up.
I'm running through software updates.
Ilya's up, and he wants to go too. He wants to get back on the track before she makes it all the way to Overicap.
It's gonna be another 20 minutes before I hit a network error and then just skip the update.
Wireless system not found.
No connection available.
Which is weak because it keeps telling you that you're due.
Tell your system operator.
Yeah, no, Eryk will be up and moving around trying to get ready to go track her down. Because job is very important, and if job goes away, then there is no money for Eryk, and that is no good.
And that means Kharvo is missing somewhere, I think.
Kharvo is there, but he, she, you think it's a he? It's a he. He is, he seems troubled, and is, packing up his things, getting ready to go.
Ilya is a little concerned, but he decides not to press it. After all, we got a lady to find.
And more money for us if there's less people to share with.
I need to go. I have some sources that, they need feeding. So, I'll see you later, okay?
Until next time, you giver-upper.
What?
You're a giver-upper. Be gone with you. Help your friend.
I'll find you. Don't you worry.
Hope you
Threats?
Kinda
How are
looks-
you doing this?
like blandly looking at you through the glass. And he leaves the inn.
Well, I'm getting breakfast by this point. Because I healed myself and now I'm hungry.
Oil fat. Gristly
Yeah.
good.
As you walk out of your room, you see the innkeeper, the mutated hog. He's kind of strutting around, looking like he's a pretty happy pig right now.
I got your 4 basic food groups right here. Beans, biscuit, bacon. Beans, bacon, whiskey, and lard.
Here, bacon? Bacon, where?
Good morning, sir. You seem to be in a rather good mood right now.
Oh, it's great. It's great. You didn't read the paper. He just kind of struts away into the kitchen.
Does he strut away with the paper, or does he leave the paper behind?
He leaves the paper behind.
I'll take a look at the headline real quick.
All right. Well, you can read this for everyone.
Ooh. Thermopolian raid catastrophe. Last night around midnight, a group of men assailed the popular establishment Thermopolium. The 6 men that attacked the establishment were repelled by unknown visitors of the establishment and were all brutally murdered. It wasn't that brutal. Some of the assailants have been identified as local members of the Nimrod Brigade. Good. While their names and motives remain unknown, witnesses from the scene described the bloody event as it was like a blender, bits and pieces everywhere. The visitors of the establishment, 1 woman and 3 men, as well as a 4-wheeled automaton. They're caterpillar tracks, thank you, not wheels. All left the scene before the local police arrived. They shouted, "Justice!" as they ran, one witness reported. The police would like to hear these individuals out after the event of Thermopolium. Have you seen these individuals, or do you know anything about them? Contact your local police.
Well, so long as he doesn't know about the 4-wheeled automaton and the women, I think we'll be fine.
And there
I
are
almost
some.
got through that one go.
and there are some drawings that resembles you all fairly well.
What did you draw us, Alex?
No, I didn't draw.
No.
I think we need to go.
I had like a day to prepare, so.
Okay, well,
No.
you made such a pretty face for Ignatius.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't stay here.
Oh yeah, heads on out of his room and past our good friend Eryk and goes and waits by the door, eager to find and arrest and bring unto justice and or get paid. They could also ask him why he was happy. Like, was the Nimrod Brigade a bad gang? You know, maybe we're in the right here, or maybe they're the police.
I'm pretty sure he's happy because someone raided the high-end inn and left, which will mean more business for him.
Like it's pure business acumen joy.
Hey, it's a competitor that got, all messed up, bits and pieces everywhere like a blender. That's not good publicity for the Thermopolium there.
Yeah, but when some guy at Big Mama's Pizza hears that somebody castrated themselves in the bathroom at Big Joe's Pizza, they're not celebrating.
Maybe he's happy because he contacted the police and they're on their way and they're going to pay him a reward.
I think we should go.
Yep.
Oh, please stay a while and listen.
I believe we have business elsewhere at the moment, but thank you for your hospitality, sir.
All right. In that case, quiche, please.
You will hand over the keys and start heading towards Ilya? Yeah, Ilya.
All right.
Is Eryk with an H about? Oh, actually doesn't appear he is. It's all right.
He seems like he's absent somewhere. Just drifting in thought.
Let's hope he's absent outside of the inn because we are getting out of here. Go around to the back and wake up our friendly neighborhood wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Oh, I was muted.
Are we coming to get me? What are you saying?
I was muted.
We're
but
coming to get you.
We go around. Are you well hidden underneath your tarp, or are you already doing your morning yoga?
So as you come around, I want to see if this will come over the microphone. If not, you come around the corner of the building to see where you left him the last night. And he starts it looks like a scripted startup routine where he removes the gun from his back into a shoulder rest, then grips it with the other arm in front of him, cocks the gun once, a shell flies into the air, he catches it with his free hand, and then reloads the gun.
You can't just... Oh.
And then the lights in the back of his eyes sort of blink on from standby power to fully on.
He was completely convinced he was about to fire the gun off. It's like a startup routine. I was like, oh no, he's just
that's what happens.
Oh, shoot. Well, in either case, did Eryk perhaps bring the newspaper or still in? Well, either way, Ilya says it's time to roll out. To you in particular.
He leaves the newspaper behind. He doesn't want to. You can't.
No minor theft. All right.
No, he's a good. He's a holy
Mostly,
man.
he doesn't want to get his fingerprints on it, or whatever.
You're a man of the people.
Well, outside, people are coming out, and, getting to work, and all of that. The city is alive and well.
There we go.
Nice. So how are we going to get a track of where she might have gone?
Well, I have localize, but I don't necessarily want to reveal my abilities as a Psi-mutant too much. I already sort of had a track on where she was before and told you guys to follow me suspiciously.
Yeah. Well, if you go independently from our little group here, we'll shack up in like an alley or something real quick and just be general ne'er-do-wells, and we'll get a big leather jacket for our tank friend. But if we just show her up in there, you maybe we can find one local, like a hobo or something who might have seen and might not mind, you know? Yeah. Certainly an opportunity, but if we want to pick up her track from the night before, we're going to have to get crafty.
So I guess I will do that. Go down sort of a couple alleyways away from the group a little bit, use localize, come back and say that someone saw her. I forget everything localized does.
Well, you basically,
I gotta roll something, I know.
yeah, you roll your intelligence and investigate.
Intelligence,
Maybe?
probably.
Yeah, I would say investigate.
Roll 8D. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna just do this and change the number. 5 successes.
All right. You tap into your mental power. You focus on the image of Tijuana, the scent, and you can see that she's not in the city. There's not enough buildings to be Hindenburg. It looks like some smaller settlement, maybe a town, maybe the outskirts of a smaller town, but certainly not the city of Hindenburg.
Do I get a general direction that she went in?
You know that she have moved northeast? I think northeast. And you can sense that she is frightened, but also you get a feeling that she's determined and almost excited at the same time.
So I'm looking at the map right now. Number 7, I can't figure out how to pronounce that.
I think that is
I
where
guess Eller, because that's northeast of here.
Seems like LEG.
Legass.
Either way, they didn't know you did that.
No, that's my bad. I remember wrong. You're at 9, and you get a feeling she's heading east.
East.
Yes.
So maybe towards 12, which is red desks, something like that.
12 is west.
Yeah, don't worry about
yeah.
don't worry about the names until we're there, right? Like I think number-wise, it sounds like she might be heading due 40, but we'll have to.
Is 40 like a radiated zone?
The 40 is a forbidden zone.
What makes it forbidden?
It is forbidden because it is very dangerous, and I mean, it's not regulated, like who can go there and who can't go there, but it is
sort of one of those things where you don't want to go there unless you have to, right?
I mean, it's a treasure vault, right? But it's guarded by radiation and monsters, essentially.
It's a good place to hide.
But it is.
I ain't afraid of no radiation.
But there are people living inside the forbidden zones, in the outskirts, where the radiation isn't lethal.
How's about ghosts?
I guess I'll turn to the group, said, guys, someone said they saw her going due east of here, out of the city.
Doesn't seem to me like there'd be anything out that way, but certainly lead to Fuller. East will do fine. We may need some supplies.
How much money do we have left anyways?
None. Oh wait, that's just me.
Yeah. We had a few credits to our name. We spent a few at the inn, spent a few more on dinner, and spent a few more to have the guy quiet about what happened.
That's right.
But I do not remember the exact numbers.
Surely someone had the amount of credits we had written down somewhere.
Surely someone is responsible enough to handle their own money.
Someone should know we have money, but we don't know, and consequently we're going to have to go knock over a supply den while we're still wanted, because why not? Although I'm pretty sure we're just wanted for questioning, but I'm still have no intention of getting caught, so we might as well rob a convenience store. Nah, instead of trying to convince you guys of doing that, I say we just go east.
Yeah, let's just go east.
Yeah.
Forgot we had the mechanic equivalent of a paladin with us.
Our current objective is to follow and obtain the civilian Tatiana.
It was Juarez, or it may have
Civilian
been
Juarez.
Montero. No, it's Tijuana or Tijuana.
Civilian Mojito.
Very well. Mojito gone eastward. East away, Fievel.
No, Five goes west.
Well, she's east, so you're gonna have to flip your compass around and follow us as we. I assume. Wait, are we gonna be able to get out of the city fine here? I mean, we're a pretty remarkable group, but I imagine that there's enough people on the road that no one's actively looking. All right, who's ever
to catch Greg up? You are on the news. People, they made you made first cover on the Police Gazette, which is the local paper, and it doesn't sound too good.
A little cartoon drawing of us.
Yeah, they're
It's
cartoon
free
drawings of you.
publicity, yes?
Yeah,
I
but
would
they
like
didn't-
to see the publication of our commendation.
But they didn't catch your name, so you don't get any credit.
God, they always say all news is good news and all good marketing and shit, right? Okay, that is good to know. Then
I was unaware there was another automaton with wheels.
If that's the case, he's going to definitely be attempting to move a little bit more stealthily and be a little bit more observant. But yes,
Pull up the collar.
yeah, pop the collar of his fatigues and get the.
Well, Eryk in the sheets came with the information that the strumpet Tijuana is heading east.
Okay. Well, then we should probably track her down.
Keep in mind, due east is dangerous territory. I suggested we get some supplies, but it's looking rapidly like we're broke, which means that the number one job should be to just get out of the city first and then go find, kill, and eat some rabbit people.
You mean the rabbits?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hassenpfeffer.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say this Hassenpfeffer was just steamed carrot. There, I'm showing my age there.
Now, unfortunately, you do not have any way of contacting Smiley because he was expecting you to just stay at the Thermopolium and come to you when his meeting was over.
Now, just out of curiosity, the news thing, was it specific as to the massacre that occurred at the inn itself?
Oh, yeah.
And
Well, it said we repelled It said we repelled the invaders, is what it said. So we could be heroes, we could be villains. It's all up to interpretation.
Then worst vigilantes.
Greg, if you want to read it, it's under NPC in the Roll20.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, wait, it might not be. I had it open from before. One second.
Actually, it's popped up for me here.
Well, I guess Ilya is going to start off due east, likely trying to drag Canner along since it gives him some semblance of authority.
You don't have to drag him anywhere. He's already ready to go. He didn't eat.
You're not, I could
As long as
probably
the scene eats.
He's going with, yes.
We must recapture a civilian Mojito before she enters the forbidden areas.
suppose if we do start to close in on the east end of the city here, is there any sort of police checkpoints or anything? Is it it's not a walled city, but is there an exit checkpoint?
There are definitely exit checkpoints where you have to relieve your firearms unless you have a place to stay in the city or otherwise. if you're not a member of the Pyre Society, for example.
Darn. So, anyone have any ideas how else we might be able to get out of here? Is there any kind of sewage system that runs out of the city? I don't want anything to slow us down. I don't want to have to go into custody before we get to chase this girl down.
Does the automaton police bot have any ideas as to what the hell's going on? If it would be better for us to talk to said authorities, or
Would that be like an investigation?
like, would it be best for us to just sort of go talk to the investigators from the night before and explain ourselves, or would that hold us up too much?
Quote, brutal murder. Not just
Yeah, but this is the wasteland, and what's a murder between?
It's self-defense.
Wasteland, you have to specify that it's a brutal murder.
Well, yeah, you kind of shot the shit out of him.
Well, they did attack the establishment, so it was self-defense.
There's like a liquefied dude in there from friggin' Tanner rolling up and down.
Hey, just because we're better at our jobs than we are doesn't make us bad people.
See, I have handprints from last guy. See, it's here, right here. It's a hand.
Foul.
Yep.
We could also all trade hats and then just start leaving.
Don't think they would do anything. Man, it's hard to be good at stuff. Skills are hard. Shooting people is easy.
Is it?
Well, when you can roll above a 4, yeah. I still managed to kill a dude.
Yeah, he was.
I could probably
He
do.
was softened up before that, but sure.
Well, yeah, I nickel and dimed him to death with multiple rounds of shotgun fire.
Judge, jury, and executioner.
I am the law.
How are we gonna get out of here? Days.
Well, I'm just gonna try and roll out. I don't know what the rest of you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get on you then.
Hey, right beside.
Gunner
Yes.
position.
Very, very beside.
Right, so you want to try and leave time and head for the Forbidden Zone.
Well, we're gonna just leave town going east.
Probably one of the more guarded exits. Consequently,
We could leave west and go around.
do we have the time for that?
Well, I'm not gonna get tired.
Again, I feel like we should all ride you. You have gyroscopic uprightness. It's really a shame we can't all just ride you.
I don't even think that was an option, though.
No, I'm saying that looking at your picture. Look at your base, man. You're good to go. You couldn't kick
Yeah,
you all.
Just sitting on the tread covers.
I was a Nam.
I was Nam.
All right, let's do it. Let's go for the exit. Let's go for gold. Are we actually just gonna try and waltz out of here? Because I'm pretty sure composure works for that.
I've got a little, but not a lot.
I can also find and negotiate with authorities pretty well.
Yeah. By the way, Eric, in the sheets, do you think that you could perhaps localize Smiley as well? It will be a little bit more difficult, but
I would like to see what
Doable.
Smiley's up to.
Yeah, why don't we figure out where Smiley is?
Just throwing knives at that little drawing of us in the paper.
okay. So you take a -1 die penalty because you have not interacted with him all that much, like you have with Tiana.
Okay, so that'd be 7d10. 2 successes.
All right. The first thing that hits you is a scent. It smells like dirt and straw, and it's all dark. You can hear that he is moaning
And ignoring a phone call.
That was the fax machine. It's down here, so it buzzes every time we get a phone call. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
and you can feel that he is in pain, but also work.
Oh, he's 6 feet under.
You do feel like he is sitting straight up. He's not lying down.
Okay. Do you have any idea of a general direction this might be in?
No. You all you know is that he's somewhere where it's very, very dark. Completely dark, to be more precise. And somewhere where it's like dirt and straw.
Well, I will probably keep this information to myself because I have no idea how to find him. I don't have a general direction, and I can't like just approach guys and say, "Hey guys, Smiley's somewhere dark that smells like straw."
At least he's still smiling.
He's not smiling.
Oh no!
All right. So yeah, I guess we're just headed out.
All right. We're going after Mojito. We're still going east.
Seems like the plan.
I'm rolling. You got to stop me.
All right, I'm going right with you, not missing a step, and I'm expecting Erich in the sheets to, hawk our way out of here, because I guess we're just going straight through the checkpoint.
Oh, do we have to go through the check on that side? I don't know.
Is there... Unless you find a fence that we can roll through.
I was going to say, can I just roll through the wall?
Roll through the wall.
Unless you want to leave by sea, you're going to have to pass through a checkpoint.
Yeah, I don't have the submarine option.
We can totally negotiate our on board a little ship in Cusco.
That's possible too. We could negotiate that. That might be easier than having to deal with authorities.
Maybe even check and see if there's a little abandoned town up the way that might match your imaginary friend brain. But Ilya does not know this and is still riding you due east through the checkpoint. So,
guys, perhaps it might be best to leave by sea.
Pump the brakes, Cannon.
If a robot could look at you dubiously, that's what would be happening.
Well, I'm sure there's something at the shipyard. Maybe we could coax someone into allowing us.
We are looking for a small fisherman boat. I'm sure I can convince somebody to let us use.
Oh, what?
I believe this checkpoint is the most direct route out of the city.
You let me know which way we go. I convince. Yes.
Yes.
I'm actually.
So infectious.
What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to stealth behind the big ass robots.
Erich in the sheets.
So I'm gonna stealth behind just for shits and giggles.
We're going for it.
Just hide in his shadow.
We end up having
Okay.
to jump before we get through here.
So that's 4 successes.
You're doing a pretty well job of stepping
Hiding
behind
in
him
the
as
robots' shadow.
he's turning.
By sea, we would probably travel faster for starters than on foot. Easier to negotiate with some of the people there than with people at the checkpoint, so we could leave with, our weapons and whatnot in case we need them.
You can leave with your weapons. It's just that
You
can't
can?
you can't get into town. Unless you are if you are a member of the pirate society, you're allowed to bring weapons in. You're not allowed to walk around with firearms inside the city unless you're bringing them, out of the city or to your home, essentially. So it is frowned upon to go around with firearms, needlessly.
Well, at least here we are, armed to the teeth, trying to drive out of the city, which is not suspicious in any way.
So
Plus, what if happens if car goes inland away from water? Like if we go away from water, then we are kind of screwed.
Fair enough.
Checkpoint ho!
So we can leave with the weapons. We just say we're returning home after. Makes sense.
All right. So you are moving towards the checkpoint. You can all roll me a perception check,
Which is what?
which is wits plus composure.
Wits plus compose, yeah.
5.
Mm-hmm.
4.
2 successes.
5 successes.
Wait, you only explode on a 10, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 2 successes.
0 successes. That's one of my better things.
Yeah, I got really lucky on that one.
Yeah, 5 successes.
Yeah, I had 2 exploding die.
All right.
Damn it, Greg. One of these, I'm going to find a role-playing game that you play with fucking cards.
Look at the big.
Oh, don't do
frame
that
on
because
there.
I have good luck with cards too. No, actually, the one I want to do is actually Geek and Sundry and on Alpha did something with a Jenga stack. They're playing a
Dread?
game called Dread, which is absolutely awesome.
All right.
Yeah, I would kick ass at Dread. Assuming we were playing on a flat table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you have to put all your beers on it. Not the stack, but on the table.
That's fine. It's the
It's
last,
awesome.
4 times I played Jenga, we were all shit-faced, so...
Yeah, Connor always hits the table with his leg.
It's almost as good as my drunken Jenga game, which is awesome.
Speaking of a drunken Jenga game, we're going to try to convince these people that we aren't all the people from the drawing of us.
Clearly, I am not the automaton from this illustration. I do not have wheels.
It's so bad about the wheel.
Wait, why did you get rid of the wheels?
Well, no, the drawing has a robot with wheels and he has like tank treads and he's super upset about it. I put my wide brim hat on Canner so it's a little less conspicuous.
Oh yeah, the fucking giant gun tank and a cowboy hat. Totally, less conspicuous.
I'm actually going to take off my mask that he's generally always wearing. So he's got like the recon mask and everything like that normally. He's actually going to take that off and reveal sort of a darkish face, sort of very cat-like features.
Are you a mutant cat man?
He's got the eyes for it, but that's pretty much about it.
Cat boy!
Some small features.
Right. Well, Eric, in the streets, as you are
So-
all
Yeah, what did we see? I missed it.
you are standing in line to get out of the city. There are a caravan that's in front of you. It's being checked out right now, and you notice that there are 2 individuals in black leather coats and shades that are very, very interested in your party, and they seem to move about the guards that are upholding the checkpoint.
So they're basically higher level guards, is what I'm gathering.
2x2, hands of blue.
Possibly.
Now,
Okay.
you do not see that. Eric in the street sees this.
I do not.
No,
The streets
Only-
man.
only the streets man.
And so what I see is they're moving amongst the guards talking to them, or they're just walking around?
They're going to the guards, talking to them. They're not pointing at you, but they are, like, you can see their small gestures that they are gesturing towards you.
Okay, like, everybody be ready. It looks like somebody is very interested in our group. Do I wave? Are we famous? Is this what is going on? Are we famous? Should I wave at them?
Probably best not to draw undue attention.
Yeah, probably best to keep low, I guess, until they approach us.
Actually, can I read their body language? That is actually a specialization of mine. to see if they're getting ready to be hostile?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So that's an investigation plus, I believe it's wits.
Should be.
I don't get this system sometimes. Okay, 1, 2, 3 with explosion. 4 successes.
They seem maybe not hostile, but they are very like they're prepared for a fight, definitely. They have their long coats and no visible weapons as far as you can tell, but they are keeping their hands close to their bodies, so there might be something concealed that they're ready to draw.
Can I tell one of them is sort of in charge of the two of them? Instinctually know how to find important people and how best to approach them.
What do you want to use?
Ingratiating Wanderer. Character instinctually knows how to find important people in a new place and how best to approach them.
No, that would not apply to this. As far as you can tell, they look very similar, like almost too similar to each other. It's like they go to the same hairdresser, and
all right.
They're very similar in that way. And there's no like emblems or anything that sticks out from like a higher ranking or anything like that.
I have a very dumb idea. But I don't know. I got a really dumb idea that might actually work. And it fits his personality. So Eryk with like a toothy grin, gonna wave. Hello. Excuse me, sir. We are looking for a woman who has walked through here recently. Have you seen her for us?
And you see that at first they're not trying. They're trying really hard not to look your way, but as oblivious you are, just waving and everything, they do turn their heads towards you. And one of them taps the shoulder on the guard, and he nods back, and the guard comes walking towards you, while the other two stays behind.
Hello, sir. My name is Erich. How are you?
I am quite well, thank you.
Very good, very good. My companions and I are actually a friend of ours got lost yesterday. She said she was going to meet us here, and I have no idea where she has gone. Have you seen a woman? And I'm going to describe her as best as I can.
All right.
She come by here recently. She was supposed to be waiting for us.
I have personally not seen a woman of that description. Is she reported missing?
No, sir. Not as far as I'm aware. She was supposed to meet us here. We are just looking for her.
I see.
We were supposed to be traveling with her, and that is all.
I see. Could you come with me to the station, please? I have some questions we would like to ask you.
Is everything Is everything okay?
Oh, yes, as far as we know, but this woman might be in great danger. We really need to see what you know about all of this.
Why would she be in danger? Okay. Fair enough. I can answer any questions you have as the best of my ability.
To the worst of your ability?
The best of my ability. Like,
The
yes,
west
I have accent. Holy crap! Like, come on.
The waste of his ability.
But it's not very happy right now. He's very concerned. We don't have our nuclear vessels. Might be.
Are we almost to the gate?
Victor 2.
Just looking for a nuclear waste.
Right.
Is he just gesturing to him or all of...
I was kind of gesturing to all of you.
Okay.
You are all supposed to travel together, correct?
Not strictly necessary.
But you have ties to the woman in question. Excellent. You will all come with me. Please,
All
this
right.
way. He gestures.
Eryk will follow cautiously.
All right.
And he leads you away from the checkpoint, back into the city, towards the harbor area. And you see that the two gentlemen in the black coats that were standing at the checkpoint are no longer standing there when you leave.
Interesting.
Well, if we were going to end up at the harbor anyways.
Yes, we've had so much trouble lately. Did you hear about the raid of the Thermopolium?
Are we all there at this point?
He's taking you.
Or is he
there.
questioning us individually?
He's just making small talk.
I was presented with a newspaper clipping this morning discussing that very subject.
Well, it was gruesome, I tell you. Terrible thing that happened.
No, correct me if
Yes,
I'm wrong, sir. Just based on my understanding of the article in question, is self-defense not a viable option if these people were raiding a hotel and these people were protecting themselves? Is that not a viable issue in this town?
Oh, of course. If these people that were at the establishment were attacked and were simply defending themselves, yes, of course, but there are nothing left of the assailers. How can we be sure that they were just defending themselves? Seems like they were doing it a little bit too well, if you ask me.
It is possible that people are good at what they do, but if I remember the article correctly, there were witnesses of the workers or some such there? At least
Oh,
based
yes.
on the article, they were defending themselves. That is my understanding. The witnesses were saying this?
Yes. Traumatized. Terrified.
Completely understandable if his scene is, as you say, so gruesome, but why would the witnesses lie?
They don't always lie. It's more about they can sometimes imagine things when such trauma happens to a person.
Yeah, I am very familiar with this idea of trauma in impacting of the memory. However, if you separate the witnesses and they give you same answers, that is usually a good indication of truth of matter, is it not?
Oh, I suppose. Well, if you would step in here, gentlemen, and he just kind of points you in what seems to be, it's not a police station. It's more like a normal house where someone would live.
Excuse me, sir. I thought we were going to a station for questions of the official matter. Yes.
We were. Problem is that the station is full of people at this moment. There has been so many reported witnesses and so many tips. We are just soaked with people coming in. Therefore, we are using this remote location closer to the checkpoint to handle this.
I'm going to
matter.
actually make a check on that.
Yeah,
Right?
I am as well. That sounds suspicious to me, especially with those two men in the dark cloaks. So what would I roll?
Which is that under there? Would that be under investigation again?
Or is that like composure and empathy or something? If he's trying to bluff.
I'd assume composure and subterfuge.
That'd be if you're bluffing him, but I figured if you're trying to read his bluff, it'd be empathy. That's just my guess, though.
That sounds right.
Skill checklist.
Yeah, I'm checking the skill checklist so much.
Fast talk, manipulation plus persuasion versus composure plus empathy or subterfuge, depending on the subject.
All right, it would be subterfuge.
Okay.
And composure.
Great, I don't have any subterfuge, but I have plenty of empathy. That'd just be 3.
Okay, give me a second here. I have to roll my exploding dice.
Okay.
Oh, of course you do.
3 successes.
Yeah. Come on.
You get a feeling that it would be very odd if he's just taking you out here to this more remote area, and he doesn't seem to be completely sure what he would be what he's doing. It's more like he's improvising rather than following regulations.
So I'm actually going to stop short. I'm very sorry, sir, but however, if it's the official business that you are looking to conduct with us, it must not be done in an official capacity.
I'm afraid I must agree with Erich in the streets. If you would be so kind as to provide me with your personal security identification number.
Ilya says the first thing he said the whole time to the guards is just F the police. The only thing he's been thinking for the past half hour.
He just kind of motions to his breast, the badge hanging there.
All right,
Is
just scan that.
Is there a problem?
What do I? Oh, I've got to have a stuff for this.
Well, the unfortunate thing is, sir, if you are taking us to an unmarked building, there is the perception that you are leading us into a trap in order to solicit information that we may or may not have. As a visitor to the city, I do have certain rights in terms of if you're going to process me, it has to be done in an official manner.
2 by 2 hands of blue.
Yeah. Also, do I recognize his badge? Like who that would be affiliated with? Who that would affiliate him with?
As far as you can tell, he is part of the police force.
Just local constabulary.
Not quite sure why all the concern all of a sudden. You agreed to come with me.
Certainly, we agreed to go with you into an official building. This is not the official building.
Oh, it is
You
officially.
said you said, sir, that we were going to be going into be asked questions in the constabulary.
This building is officially owned by the police of Hindenburg.
And where is sign?
The sign is. This place does not have a sign just yet. It is still.
This is
painted.
problem because if it's government building, sign should be there. How is people supposed to know this is a police station?
Well, it's not a police station as of yet. It's used for.
Then is it not operational? It's not official building yet.
It is operational.
Is that has a grand opening?
Not at full capacity, but it is operational.
Well, we will go to the official police building then.
Yes,
and I'm going to turn around and actually walk towards.
All in your body. Yeah, Ilya, let's do it. Let's go. I'm walking towards the waterboarding building. Let's get this over with.
Well, I'm going to actually walk towards, I'm going to start making my way towards where the actual constabulary would be.
Okay. Wait. Stop.
No, we are going for official questioning. We are going to the constabulary official building to do so. We have nothing to hide. Therefore, we are going to the place where we are not being hidden.
You yammer his way to a victory every time.
Okay. I'm going to have to ask you to please enter this building. And
I
I'm going
understand
Where's-
the question. However, we are going to the official constabulary as per you. He has big sign outside.
I trust this cop more than I trust normal cops. Let's go to the weird building and get this over with.
Let's speed this plot along.
Please. Please.
I don't want
Enter.
to get zip-tied,
Please.
earmuffed.
You have yet to give me a reason to believe that this is actual police building, and you are acting very weirdly.
They're gonna put a magnet on Canner.
I roll empathy to figure out why he's so, why he's begging us to go in.
All right.
We have a representative of constabulary right over here in security bot number whatever the fuck he is.
C4-13R.
So, what would I roll for that?
Do you want to use your power or just normal empathy? Try and read him.
Just normal empathy for now. I don't want to freak him out.
The officer's security credentials do appear to be legitimate.
That is fair. However, this building, do you know of this building?
I don't know where the constabulary building is either.
I have no doubt in my mind he's the top spook of the castle. So we're gonna get haunted. He's the best.
I'd say wits and empathy.
Okay, so that's 5. 2 successes.
You see that he is nervous. He seemed to be frightened. He's trying to not show it, but he is very eager for you to enter this building. Otherwise, something might
Yes.
happen.
Is there an alleyway near us
Oh yeah, there are many alleyways around here.
that appear to be hidden from view of this building?
Are you gonna work him over?
Yeah.
What's in there?
So
Where's Smiley? You're making him frown.
So if there's one nearby, in as fluid a motion as Erich can muster, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be relatively good. It's going to grab the constabular constable by the scruff, drag him into the alleyway, pull the kukri up, and put it to his throat, and say, "What is exactly you're trying to do to us? We're very happy to go with you to constabulary. What are you doing here?"
That happened fast. Oh, you're still standing out in the open like an idiot.
And I do have specialization in interrogation.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you can roll a wits intimidation.
Will do. It's intimidation plus the special.
Practice the opening drum riff to Land Down Under on Tanner's back.
One.
Karen's gonna unshoulder his firearm, his rifle shotgun.
Okay, 3 successes.
Yeah.
He is shocked. He was not expecting you to turn so violent all of a sudden.
If you are
And-
leading us into trap and trying to kill us for no fucking good reason,
And he's sweating. And just... I'm... please, just go in there, please. I beg you, please.
for what reason are we going in there?
That is none of my business. I was just to deliver you.
Oh,
Who? I don't know.
Who are those individuals that you were talking to before with the dark trench coats?
I don't know.
and why do you follow their orders if you don't know who they are? It's bad business, not knowing who employer is.
I just don't want to get in trouble.
Why would you get in trouble for following orders? You only think we get more in trouble for following orders of people you do not know than not following orders of people you do not know.
What?
Now we need to get good cop in there. Eric in the sheets, it's your turn. Can I get you something? Will Blubber's.
It's either that or I'm going to jump in. That's one or the other.
If you think we are these people from news article, and we decimated and did all that crap to those people in said hotel, what do you think we do to you people if you try to hurt us?
I'm gonna use my empathy, see if I can get him to the merit to see if I can get him to talk and tell us why he is so afraid of this employer of his. What do I roll for that?
Intelligence and empathy.
Oh, baby.
That's right. That was actually like a clear verbal threat against what Cantor believes is an officer of the law. So he's actually going to shoulder his gun and point it at Eryk in the streets. Combatant Eryk.
Yes.
I must ask, did you not harm the officer? I don't know his name.
I am not going to hurt officer. I simply have said, if they were trying to lure us into something to kill us, and we are supposedly the people from Article, what would happen? If we were people from Article causing all said mayhem, we easily could do some damage.
They were going to beat us up and ask us about Tijuana.
Well, clearly we are not the people from the article. I do not have wheels.
I got 3 successes.
Gotta let that go, man.
Okay. So you get 3 extra dice for the next whole thing.
Okay, so that's trying to talk him down. Tell us what he knows. Maybe we could help him when we are done with our charge. When we find our friend, I should say.
All right.
So did I roll the same thing again or something else?
You roll the persuasion manipulation.
Persuasion manipulation? Yeah, probably. It's not necessarily fast talking, but probably more cutting a deal. 6 plus 3 is 9. So 9d10. 4 successes.
Okay. So you channeled your mental power, and you managed to kind of calm him, and he's more reasonable to talk to. I have to do this, or I'll get into some serious trouble.
With whom?
I will not harm you. They might. I don't know. I hope not. But if I don't deliver you, I will be in deep trouble. So please, just go in there and,
Whom would you be in trouble with?
The Imperial Security.
Do I know anything about him?
You could roll.
What I miss?
Imperial Security is trying to kill us.
Ah.
Secret
So he revealed that he was.
So they are trying to kill us.
FBI.
Interpol.
NSA.
Well, let's work them over and go find a sewage pipe.
Well, that makes him even more of the law.
Politics and intelligence.
I'm back. I heard Imperial security officers.
You're here twice.
Ghost Colin has joined.
2 times twice.
Politics and intelligence. To try. And,
Politics.
yeah.
I do not have politics, but I do have intelligence.
I did
And-
get 2 successes on that as well.
Be a -3 if you're not skilled in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I only get 1. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
No successes.
Not knowing how to do mental skills basically makes you useless at them.
Yeah, -3 on skilled. Someone else said they got a couple successes.
Sorry, if it's -3, then a 1 die, 1 success.
Well, Colin, you
1 second here.
you haven't heard anything about any secret. No, not secret. The Imperial security. I mean, you have the police, so why would you need something more than that? But Eryk in the streets, he knows that there is the Imperial security the Imperial security officers who is responsible for more severe types of crime, more directed towards the Imperium as a whole. Lots of outland affairs with neighboring nations and so on and so forth.
The Gubba Man is after us. And more
We don't
importantly,
know why.
Well, you say we hit up that warehouse and give them an unpleasant surprise and maybe stumble upon our old friend who needs to be, in a good way for him to pay us after we get back to Tijuana. Not that I would know this. Secret brain lord. Eric in the streets is having an important phone call.
Yeah, so important. Such an important
So
person.
important. Crazy important.
Yeah.
So we still have this guy kind of shacked up here in the alleyway. He did say, "Yeah, we're trying to grab you and not interrogate us, but off us."
Hand us off to somebody, I think. Not sure why, and he doesn't seem like he is sure what they'll do to us. They might be totally friendly, they might not be.
They probably didn't let him know what they were going to do. They're probably going to interrogate the crap out of us and try to find Tijuana. She strikes me as an important. Hey?
So does anybody have grenades?
Nope.
I got a gun, so if it's like Streets of Fire and there's a bunch of motorcycles in front of the place, I could shoot one of the motorcycles and consequently blow up the entire building.
What about the officer? What's he armed with?
I mean, the normally they have a shockrider pistol and a baton, and that is what you can see that he's wearing.
So
did all with the baton.
Did Eryk intimidate that information out of him, or did Eryk in the sheets read his brain?
He did not read.
I read his brain. I talked to him, got him to tell us.
Well, did you use your psychic powers on him?
I did that, and then I talked.
Well, then you basically read his brain.
Hello?
The generators. Great. The generators.
You hear that there are people coming, towards you, kind of whistling. Just passerbys.
Can we like
position, dust off his shirt, and let's all smile at whoever walks by.
So where is the handoff supposed to happen?
at this place. He's just trying to get us into the building, and that's it.
So, like, they're already in there, or?
Probably.
Say we all roll in and work them all over, but first let's
I was
kill
going to say, who wants to use Officer Friendly as a human shield?
First things first, man. I'm gonna push you aside. I'm gonna grab him by the scruff. I'm gonna pull him in a standing position, presuming that he's leaning against the back of the wall after being face stabbed by Eryk in the streets. I'm gonna put him a little, straighten up his whatever he's got here. I assume a bolo tie. I'm gonna fix that, and
Make it just a little uncomfortably tight.
so there's somebody coming. Is the important takeaway.
You dab his brow of sweat.
Yes, you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
And you see what looks like fishermen just walk by and just looking at you into the alley, standing there with the policeman who looks like his whole face is just red.
Alternatively, we could ask these gents to take the boat, and we can just leave this guy zip tied in the alley.
And they kind of
Well-
hurry up their steps as they walk by.
I was also I want to disarm him. I'm going to take his shit from him.
Get his arms off.
You've lost your arm privileges!
No, we could try to go in there and gung-ho and maybe even get some answers out of who was trying to take us. But every minute we spend, Tijuana gets farther away.
This activity is disgraceful.
Tijuana.
All right.
Mojito.
So you
She's
reach
she
for
said
his
she was in.
weapon, and he's
Pina colada.
and he's kind of he puts his hands on his weapon so you can't take them. It's like no, you can't. What? These are no.
He said he wouldn't harm us.
He's also supposedly here to hand us off to a bunch of people who may or may not try to terminate us.
Let's just take his bullets, so then he can, keep being officer or handyman. Or again, just zip time and get out of here.
I say we should try and get some answers.
All right, then let's zip time and go climb on top of that building so we can catch whoever's in there all by surprise.
Yes, you will climb. I will remain down here.
You will climb, and you and Eryk can wait for our signal to come rolling in the front door. So this would be good.
Then.
Which Eryk?
Depends on how much fire support the canner's going to need. I assume
None.
normal Eryk, because if there's a problem, then normal Eryk can maybe do some on-the-go repairs while we work on meeting up again.
I
Yeah,
have
all
so
I can
much
do is
armor,
heal
I am damn near impossible to hurt. I don't need backup.
I am
Okay.
back up.
He'll go in the front door. We're going to come in from the top. Okay, I'm liking this.
All right, but we need to make sure this guy doesn't page his homies, which does mean taking his gun and probably, tying his hand. Or he's taking his bullets, or just knocking him out. Does anyone have a blackjack?
I have an extendable baton.
I have metal arms.
Let me actually double check my my equipment.
I have a
I
stick.
have handcuffs.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, handcuffs too.
Ah. Okay, sir. To keep you safe and keep you out of harm's way, we are just going to make sure that you stay here, okay?
Look at Ilya real quick.
No, please. You can't leave me here. I need to get back to my station for my.
And how
supplies
are
of
we
my
going to be
son.
guaranteed that you are not going to let the other people know that we know that they're there?
What other people? What?
You told us that we are going to meet people inside the building, that they know we are coming. How are we to tell that you are not going to tell them that we know that they are there?
He may or may not have actually told us.
Take his walkie-talkie.
They don't have walkie.
Does he have? I was gonna say, does he have a communication device?
No, my concern is he's going to run back to the checkpoint and be like, they're over there, let's go, and then we're going to have to deal with like a wave.
But they weren't at the checkpoint anymore.
He has a whistle.
So I'm assuming they're in the building. Oh,
He has a
Police
there's a whistle.
Yeah.
Fine, I crush his whistle in one giant metal hand.
That's pretty mean, man. Those aren't easy to make nowadays.
That's property.
Aw.
Your actions have impeded with an ongoing investigation. Unless you want to be charged
Beat him over the head, cuff him up, and
with a serious obstruction of justice. You will comply with our demands.
You are an obstruction of justice keeping me here.
I am justice.
Punches the wall.
That happens. He just puts one big metal fist through the wall next to this officer's head.
Yes, Sylvester. We understand, Sylvester.
He's like if Woody Harrelson from Defendor was a robot.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Well, I think our plan is to surround this building and get the drop on whoever's inside.
I mean, I guess I was planning on just walking in and asking them what they wanted, but being ready for a fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they're in there to glack us, then it's in our best interest to have the option of turning the tide.
I thought you had the duct tape D.
So maybe one of us should go in and talk to them while the others remain outside waiting to rescue whoever's inside.
Well, that was the whole plan of going onto the roof. So you'd have whoever was on the roof could shoot down into the building from a vantage point.
Me and the robot would probably be the negotiators. See what information we can get from them.
I mean, we could try that. I have to go through the front door anyways because I can't climb things.
So you can be my bodyguard in case they try to attack us or like hold me hostage to negotiate with the rest of them.
All right.
And everyone else goes in through the roof if there's trouble.
Civilian Eryk in the sheets and civilian Bullet Sponge. What's your name, Malcolm? Ilya?
Ilya.
Civilian Ilya will climb the building and gain vantage points from the roof.
Ilya. I'll keep an eye out for
Civilian
you.
Erich in the sheets and Officer Canner will enter from the front.
Does this mean I go in from behind? I'm a big fan of behind.
I bet you are.
I like
you're
big
entering from the
posteriors
roof.
and I cannot prevaricate. It is very big.
So long as you do it from the roof.
Okay.
I think he missed the whole conversation.
No, that's fine. No, I'm good with that.
Okay.
It's just easier to fire down on people because, how often do you look up when you're in a fight?
Yeah.
Especially when you already think you have the high ground inside the house.
So.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I suppose we should get your climbing out of the way first.
Mm-hmm.
That would be strength plus athletics.
Is there like an assisting mechanic in this game?
Strength and
No. What do you do with the police officer?
I thought we were handcuffing him.
Yeah. Well, I thought we were
well,
you can't just leave him there.
no, we have to handcuff him and either gag him or knock him out. That's like the rules.
Or he goes in with you guys.
No, just beat him over the head. What if we bring him in there and the first thing he does is, you know what we're gonna do? They got me. Is there a dumpster nearby? We could even say you're in the trash.
There is a dumpster nearby. There's also just trash strewn about in the alley. Carelessly.
Well, not the trash pun isn't the number one point. The number one point is hiding him somewhere. So I'm not just gonna pull a Sobeys bag over his head and say you're in the trash. All right. Well, I've already rolled for scaling, which I probably didn't need to do yet, but because we need to even see if there's a ladder. If there's a ladder, I'll take that ladder. But whoever has a decent strength or something, that would do me a favor, and let's just biff this guy. We can.
We have handcuffs you can toss. Handcuff, gag, put him in the dumpster, and then come get him when we leave.
Okay.
Okay, we'll come back and get him.
We are going to hog tie you. He's going to be fine. I'm very
No.
practiced with the hog tying. Trust me.
Please, just let me leave.
This is really not a what you want scenario.
I don't want to be here at all.
See, I'm
Neither do
feeling
we.
bad.
I really need to get back to my post, otherwise I will be in trouble with my supervisor.
I really feel
It's
bad.
something you should have thought
Don't
about
have
before you brought
communication
us here.
equipment. He's not gonna.
Hurry up and do something, or I'm gonna have to let him go.
Kenner will flip a coin.
Dang it!
Heads you live, tails you die.
Go for it.
I don't have a coin.
No. I'll flip the damn coin.
Just flip. a
Just
bit.
roll a 1d2.
Heads.
That's a
So-
coin.
Heads. So we let him go, and then
Yeah.
just do this quickly.
Yep, let's do it.
What is the worst that can happen? I start climbing. And I got 2 successes on that.
As he runs away, I clack him in the back of the head.
I actually got 2 successes for climbing as well. So I guess the 2 Russians can run off and try to clamber up the dumb warehouse.
Parkour!
Yeah.
Parkour.
Russian Spetsnaz parkour.
Couple of crazy Cossack buddies just lacking a trampoline, but still getting the good hang time up there.
All right. So you scale the building. You manage to get on top of the roof. It's creaking as you're walking up there.
Yeah, let's not walk together. I'm gonna let you go first, and then we can keep a kind of an even distance. I don't want to fall through the roof.
Okay. I'm going to move as stealthily as possible. Actually, I'm going to take a look at the roof itself to see how sturdy it is first. I'm going to guess that's intelligence and investigation.
I'll go with that.
Good as any.
Yeah.
2 successes.
I mean, it's probably safe to walk, but if you were to jump and put a lot of force in one place, it might budge.
Okay. I'm also going to stealth then across to get a good vantage point. Like we're across the way from there, or are we upstairs, like on top of the same building that we're going into? Sorry,
I figure
we're on
that
the
you're-
same building.
Yeah, I figure you are on the same building.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to stealth across to a good entry point for myself. So I'll roll stealth and good vantage on the thing. So that's 1.
Well, what did we do with the
2,
officer? Is he still?
3,
No, we just let him go.
Oh, we did.
4 successes on that.
So now that they're up on the roof, we should probably go in and serve
Yeah,
the
I was
distraction from the
Just
creaking.
gonna say. Yeah, as soon as they're up on the roof, I want to head around the front of the building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eric, do you have a rope or any kind of tether? Because if we both hold either ends of the tether and then we both jump at the same time, it could be like a bros move from the Mario RPG. You just like hang from ropes from the roof, just both burst in at once, just shooting everything down there. It'd be great.
I
But
did
also-
learn from the best movie of all time, Boondock Saints, to
Boondock
always
Saints.
carry rope.
Yeah.
So yes, I have rope.
Yes.
You and your fucking rope.
Do it yet. We can definitely enter by blowing through the roof if we want.
Why do you want the fucking rope? Ah!
All right. So we are
Why-
going in.
Is this gonna be another thing like the Pomeranian, the Plantamtanium, the Pluto Geranium?
You brought the Pomeranian bowling?
Yes,
Okay. So who goes in first?
whoever fits.
That'd probably be. I mean, it'd be best
I don't-
to have the.
I don't
going first.
fit.
Send the big robot.
But yeah,
Send the big robot first.
I will
Uh,
enter first to secure the area.
All right.
And I'll
so
walk in, sort of cordially behind him, hands up.
burst in
Door
through the
bell.
door.
No.
Yeah, he's much more used to like Mall of America style doors where everything is super wide to accommodate his frame.
I go,
Right, so you get in. It's like fairly run down. Could use, some fresh paint and a bit of a renovation. Doesn't seem to be furnished. There's like one chair and a table inside the kitchen area. Don't see anyone in here.
I suppose I'll yell hello. We were told we were supposed to be talked to about some event here. Hello?
No answer.
I'm going to check behind me.
No one behind you.
I guess I'll start investigating the area to see if I can figure out where someone might be. See if there are any tracks or anything like that.
All right.
Intelligence investigation, I guess.
Wits investigation.
Wits investigation. So that's 2 successes.
So checking inside or outside the house?
Inside, just where they might be.
All right. This place has gathered dust for quite some time. There are clear signs that someone has been here fairly recently, maybe even, just now. It's kind of hard to tell. But someone has been here, walked around, sat in the chair, probably moved the chair, and you do find a crumbled piece of paper inside one of the corners, like under a small pile of dust.
I'll check it out.
It is a receipt.
What is it for?
I gave you the handout. I
Lock
dropped.
Bars, Brick Street, Sconce Pasture, Key and Padlock by Quality LTD Delivery Retrieval. Yutter Sith.
Yetter Sith.
Write down that name, Yutter Sith. We might need it later.
Maybe it's an acrostic.
Necrostic?
No, never mind. That says Rurbagurdi. Nevertheless, the name is probably important, and it does sound like someone was buying a holding cell big enough for you, Canner.
It definitely sounds like a European name. Or more specifically, a European surname.
Which one?
Is it Sif or Sife?
Chief?
How would you say it?
That's a good question.
I'm back.
Probably just Sif. Yeah.
Oh,
Yutter Sif. You received a handout.
because it's totally different from how like it would do it as a like Canadian North American, because the other languages I have to fall back on are the French pronunciations and like a little Native American, and that's a lot of oohs and hard Ks.
Yeah, that's not familiar to me either. Sif. There are some. There are a lot of weird names in these books. A lot of puns and things like Tijuana and such.
Was it Imperial Security? Who was that guy?
Something
Yeah,
like that.
Imperial Security.
Imperial.
The Imperial Security Service.
Question mark.
We got Key and Padlock Quality Ltd, and we got an address and a name.
Indeed.
But we also have Tijuana to go find. So I guess I'll motion to canter and start heading out.
Okay.
Well,
What do you mean heading like out of the building?
Yeah.
Okay.
the two of you on the roof, sitting there waiting to just bust in and break some
Any
skulls.
kind of signal that we gotta start fighting.
Nothing happens, and all of a sudden you see them walk out again.
Okay, well, Ilya's gonna gesture to Eryk and then point down and be like, shrug.
I'm gonna actually take a look around the building slightly and see if I notice anything out of the ordinary, somebody watching or anything like that, I guess.
All right.
So I guess that is what is it, composure, wits or something like that for just perception generally, or is it a specific?
Wits composure for perception.
Okay, so that is 2 successes.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around. You can hear that
Okay.
there's more people coming, passerbys, but doesn't seem to be anyone in the area right now, apart from you guys.
Okay. Fair enough. Lucky fine. No, okay. Let's go down. Let's go back down. I guess if there's nothing going. What the fuck is going on?
There's no one inside the building.
The
Or
fuck?
at least no one who responded to our greetings.
The actual fuck. This is very annoying. Ah, old trick. Maybe they get us inside, set building on fire.
Maybe they're below the building. Either way,
Sure.
let's get a boat because Tijuana's getting away. We need to get paid.
Okay, let's do this.
This diversion has delayed us from our pursued justice long enough.
Okay, let's go get the carpet. Let's get our cuffs and shit like that back. Okay. Climb
Let's
back
make
down.
sure to set officer friendly free first.
We already let him go.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah. He
He's
already
tough.
ran away.
Yeah. Okay, let's go get us boat or some shit and get ourselves to get fuck if I know.
Boat to the harbor.
Is either that or we go back to the checkpoint and they have to let us through now.
They're at a checkpoint. They're going to bring us back to this dumb warehouse.
Well, if we get out of here at 9, we can actually take a boat down toward the 40 pretty quick. So even if they just take us around the Cape and dump us on a little outcropping before we enter the Forbidden Zone, that's probably going to be a lot faster than going overland.
Let's do this then. Yes.
Yeah.
It's either that or we find a little fishing boat and somebody distract the cop.
To the harbor. To the port. To the port.
Shall commandeer a vessel.
We're going to commandeer it. We're going to make a loose deal and then break that deal after they drop us off.
We're going to commandeer it.
Yes, we are.
You would like to give me your boat for usage for the next little while.
To the harbor. Well, can we actually get to the harbor with relative ease by working our way through shady areas where people might not read the news a lot? Is there an old quarter?
I mean, news spreads around town.
The whole city is the old quarter. Have you seen this dump?
Damn it!
This
Damn
is
it!
This is the pinnacle of civilization.
I remember skyscrapers.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
You-
you can find them in the zones.
It's a good thing we're going there. It's like I'm going home.
Yeah. Maybe they have elevators.
Ooh.
Elevator go up. Elevator go down.
I would
Elevator
not
go up.
trust any
Elevator go down.
elevator in an exclusion zone.
Well, either way, we're going to make it to the harbor with post haste. Unless someone tries to stop us or accuse us or pursue us. At which point, I'm just trying to do as best we can go without killing any cops here. Because, come on. The chances of us getting paid are already hanging on by a thread, as Ilya is concerned.
All right,
even
that's
though our
fine.
source is gone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Right.
Go, 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 go.
We couldn't pinpoint Smiley, so we're going with the leads we have.
I'll sort of communicate to people what we found in there, show them the receipt and stuff.
To the harbor. Yeah, I mean,
To the pier.
Ilya is probably a little bit concerned that all we found in the place we were supposed to get worked over in was the receipt for a cage, but
To the shipping boats on dear.
yeah, it's the shipping boats. He's more excited about riding on a boat.
Oh, perhaps Smiley was in there, underneath the place.
Yeah.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah, I forgot to check the trapdoor, guys.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, they were bringing us there. He was probably going to bring us into a seedy basement where they were going to put my feet in water and put electrodes on my nipples and be like, "What do you know about Mr. Smiley?" And I'm like, "He's a happy guy."
This is not way to torture. You want way to torture? You let me free. I show you.
No. Let me do it. Let me do it. This is where you make the incision. Here. Right here.
Have you not played GTA 5 in the torture scene? This is how to.
Oh. I mean, I'm getting quite a feel for walking around the streets of this city with you lovely folks. Mayhaps we should settle down after we get paid and purchase an acreage.
What?
And what? Do training?
Do we see boats?
Train personal military? Yes.
Champion the front of my own constabulary.
Why does it always come to King Builder when I'm around?
In the middle of the night, Canner's militia provides justice for all.
A wall of mechanical frames going over like a mountain of skulls on a flaming one combined voice.
You heard of Skynet. Now hear of Cannernet.
Well, the music run from Hotline Miami plays.
Right?
I mean, you ask around. You want to find a ship that goes east towards the zone, and there is such a ship leaving first thing tomorrow. It's going to drop you off at the outskirts of the zone.
Is this going to be too late, or should we see if small fishermen want to take us?
This is a larger boat with more security, because these waters are not completely safe to travel.
If this works for everybody else, like, I don't know.
Yeah, going on boat's going to be a lot faster. She can only get so far every day on foot.
And we have
Especially for
Officer
waistline
Canner
terrain.
here. We have Officer Canner to protect us in case things go south.
Yeah, so long as they don't fall off the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get the widest boat we can find.
I said it was a pretty large boat.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a larger boat. There's room under deck for you to sleep in a cabin and everything. So.
Wait, do they argue us on payment or anything, or is there any way we can offer them some work, or we could?
I do really good whittling.
could lower Canner down on like a little window washing thing, and he could scrape off all the.
Oh no, I offer my services as security detail. That's the only job I'm willing to do.
It's going to cost you 5 credit each.
Oh no!
I think we only got 10 credit up front.
I believe so.
So we are short. Maybe we
Wow.
could offer him the robot.
10 credit each. So
10 credit
Yeah, no.
each now?
We
yeah.
had 10 credits each.
It was what we had, and then
Oh.
how much did the night the inn spend cost? For one of us, perhaps.
It costs like fractions of a credit.
Oh,
Everything there.
We should be able to pay for it. It'd be okay.
We'd have to negotiate the price down like a little bit. We'd be just short.
We'll grab Tawana, we'll grab some irradiated zone salvage, and we'll come back and we'll live like kings. Well,
sounds like a plan.
all right. Well, I have no problem with parting with a few credits, but Ilya is going to, probably go down under deck because he's going to get seasick. I'll tell you that right now. Not big on it.
Okay.
Right.
So we all pay for our passage?
Mhm.
We're on the boat now?
The ship will leave 6 in the morning, so you have plenty of time to prepare.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to get spotted by Imperial security.
Right?
But I mean, I don't think I really need anything other than maybe some extra ammo, but I don't think we've been tracking that so far anyways.
Wait for some damn Carolians to roll up and just book us in. You're going downtown.
Well, for the I guess mortal part of the party, you might want to consider rations, as you are.
You're right. We still need supplies. Okay.
You need rations.
Half rations.
Double rations.
Double? Great.
1/4 half portion.
1/4 portion. I want that right.
14 portions.
We're gonna have to figure out our portions when we can find someone who's willing to sell us food. So, I guess, is there anywhere in the harbor like a fishery, a fishman?
It would be a fishmonger.
Fish Dan Joan? Yeah, a fishmonger.
Yeah, you can definitely find that.
Yeah, I like
Well,
smoke.
we'll get some smoked fish. We'll get as much smoked fish as we can carry, and maybe we'll find some fresh water if we're lucky to.
It'll be 1 credit for 1 day's worth of rations.
Okay, well,
Everything is so expensive here at the pier.
if I drop like 3 credits, that's going to be pretty much all I have left, but that could probably do us all pretty well, at least for a little bit.
So, sorry, 1 credit per day per person?
Mm-hmm.
Per day per person?
Well then.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to get 3 days for me and go broke for a little bit. The smoked fish, perhaps? Is there crustaceans?
You guys should have been robots.
Or have the get the name, the one where you just absorb sunlight.
Photosynthesis?
Yeah, photosynthesis. Yeah.
Plant.
Can photosynthesize?
Yeah, you can have that.
Learned about the Starbound-esque universality of races. Don't go there, 'tis that's where the rat people are.
Robust sonar.
As a grass man, I cannot get along with gravity.
So yeah, I'll grab 3 days worth of rations as well and whatnot.
All right. Well, unless you don't want to do anything else, we will leave it for this session here.
Okay.
And next session will be you on the sea.
Nice. That'll be good. We can shack up here, keep our heads down.
We woke up, went to the port quarter, broke into a house that didn't have anyone in it, and then got on a boat.
It was a warehouse, so no
You
one's
did.
actually upset.
You did intimidate and interrogate a police officer of the law as well.
Ah, he was obstructing my justice.
He was a crooked copy, and I have no problem with this. Crooked.
He wasn't crooked. Well, he might have been crooked, but I assume he was just acting on orders from the government who wants us dead. Well, questioned and then dead. Disposed of in a vat of radioactive urban.
Questionably dead.
Questions, probably the big one. But I don't want to share my info. I don't want them to go get Tijuana because then I can't get paid. I started this one with the character, right? My guy's got one dimension, and that's that he's got to get the job done.
But
We've not been doing that.
But you can't get paid because your employer is missing.
I don't know that yet because I don't know that we have a psychic.
Or that the psychic located the damn man
Nevertheless,
at all.
I'm pretty excited for our lovely adventure on the sea.
Yeah, that always ends up well. Every time you go at sea, all the sea monsters that only lives in the sea pops up.
Under the sea.
The GM never gets to use otherwise.
Where it gets better under the sea.
Well, my problem with sea creatures, and at least in the systems that I'm used to, like Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder, is if you actually look at the stat blocks for like sea monsters in Pathfinder, they have some insane bonus to just capsize the ship you're in, like a galleon.
It's what
Doesn't
it's
matter
they
what it
do.
is.
To get
Like
the,
Malara.
the soft and squishy meat, you need to capsize the boat.
Well, nothing. What evolves to capsize boats? Why aren't they just out in the ocean eating sharks and
Kraken.
leviathans?
Malaren, by the way.
There's
That's
always
what
a
I got.
bigger fish.
We'll be floating on Malaren, avoiding the radioactive fish monsters as we sail our way to the ruins of old Stockholm in the hopes to find and capture our escaped Mexican drug city / friend. I think she's our friend. I like to think so.
Yeah, she wasn't completely hostile.
We're going to see her. We're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. Yeah. She's just going to biff me in the face with the butt of her gun and run away.
It's so good to see you.
Let's come back. Smiley must be worried sick.
Yeah, sure. No, I just ran away here so you could come and get me. Bring
Of
me back.
course.
Of course.
That was it. We should have
Yeah.
kept those handcuffs. I guess you have extra handcuffs, don't you, there, you lucky Eryk? Nevertheless, I'm enjoying this, and I'm very much looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, it's just so tough with the skill checks. It's just, ugh.
They're out there.
I despise it.
I think you have to be a little bit forgiving with like what ones might be used for what. Otherwise, it just get pretty dense. But it's not a bad system. I always thought the ones that roll for successes is strange to me.
I mean, the thing is, it's supposed to be more like a storytelling system, but the just the skill check, like which attribute and skill to use for what, is so hard to just memorize and grasp. That is like, yeah, it's a simple system, but you need to know what to roll, and it's so hard to know what you need to roll.
All right, well, yeah. I mean, like intelligence and wits for a long time always carried out as the same thing for me, except for one weird game I played once where wits were your health.
Okay.
And, like, you just got hit too hard, it would knock your wits out.
All right. Well, we shall
Yeah.
end it here. Thank you
Guess
for
we'll see
watching,
y'all
and
next week. Remember, In a Planar Crossroads. You can get In a Planar Crossroads on YouTube. I think that's YouTube, The Inn of Planar Crossroads. Yeah, that's right. You can also get it at DIOPC on Twitter, if that is correct.
And Twitch.
Yeah, and on Twitch. And yeah, I hope we'll see you guys, whoever might be watching next time, on the show.